Hi, it's Islamic Dad here. If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. Today I'm going to do a video on the narcissist and how they can sometimes fabricate the past, basically rewrite history. Everyone's familiar with the extent to which narcissists lie, and lie compulsively. Sometimes even at times they don't need to lie. It serves no purpose. But I haven't seen really that much, if anything, about the narcissist and how they sometimes rewrite the past in order to make themselves the victim or the hero, but never the villain. So as an example, I know that with my ex-wife, the malignant narcissist, that during the separation, as we approached the divorce, she had a very strange take on what had happened, and that basically she erased everything that she had done and then fabricated an incident with me that was, in her mind, the reason for the divorce. Right from the start, it doesn't make any sense because I was the one who filed for divorce, not her. And, two, the things that she had said were just, factually not true. But needless to say, that was the story that she told, friends and family, and which explains how they treated me the way they did at that point. But yeah, so that one's pretty, a soft example. But with my ex-girlfriend, the covert narcissist, this is a little bit, more drastic from my perspective as far as rewriting history. So I was with her for 4 years. The first 3 years were okay. The last year was horrible. It was just really, really bad. And at that point, I had no idea really what narcissism was, that she was displaying these behaviors and traits. I was completely clueless. I was just in a relationship where I knew my partner was not, her behavior and motivations were not making sense. And because of that, I was just white knuckling, waiting for her to get back to normal. But it never happened. And so by the end of 2022, I was telling myself, okay, I can't live another year like this. This is unbearable. So I'm going to have the talk with her if things don't change. And they didn't. And so on New Year's Eve, I had the talk, which is what I refer to as a soft breakup, meaning that instead of just saying, I'm leaving you and slamming doors and all that type of drama, that I would try to approach it as, rational, mature adults, and start off by saying, okay, this part of the relationship is not working. And, we've talked about it. Nothing's changed. It's not working. This other part of the relationship is broken. We've talked about it. Nothing's changed. It does not work for me. I don't, unless something drastic happens, I don't see that I can remain in this relationship with that happening, with the idea that there would be a conversation where we would both agree, okay, this is broken, it doesn't work. Okay, this part of the relationship is broken, it doesn't work. And just, and hopefully reach a mutual understanding of, hey, we gave this our best try. I don't see how this is going to change. Nothing's getting fixed. We should probably just call it off and, wish each other well and go on. That was what I had hoped. But, and again, like in retrospect, narcissists view all, whenever you bring up an issue, they immediately will perceive that as a personal attack upon them. So even though I was referring to, like, say, aspects of the relationship and not specifically to her, she still perceived them as being about her, and not only about her, but a personal attack. It was not a issue to discuss, an issue to resolve. It was a personal attack. It was an insult. And so she got very defensive, very, activated, very angry, and started, raising her voice, just constantly getting louder and louder, started taking digs, trying to throw stuff in my face. Anyways, it went bad very quickly. And, as that was going on, I'm just like, okay, this is my answer. This is my answer. This is not going to work out for me at all. So this is it. This is the end of the relationship. And needless to say, she attacked me at that point. I had to involve the police. It went through the courts and all this type of stuff. So that is what happened. Her version that she tells people is just completely different. I mean, she's completely rewritten things from start to finish and turned things like upside down. So the version that she gives is that I did not, I was not breaking up with her. She broke up with me. That she never assaulted me, which is wild. I mean, there's like police photos, and she literally pled guilty in court. So I don't know how she, the cognitive dissonance is amazing even now. So she did not assault me, and that the reason I went to the precinct and pressed charges was because I was upset that she had broken up with me. Again, it's like one of those things, like, since when is I'm upset boyfriend a charge? Is that a misdemeanor or is that a felony? I mean, since when do police take reports for upset boyfriend? But anyways, so you can see, like, what she says doesn't even make sense. It's not, related to the facts at all. And even her own story contradicts itself. But that said, it makes her the victim / hero, and me the villain. And so, and then here's the crazy thing. I think that if you put her on a polygraph and, asked her these questions about it, she'd pass. I think she believes, like, she's rewritten history in her mind to the extent that if she took a lie detector test, she would pass, because that is now what she believes. She's like, oh no, that's what happened. Again, some bizarre narcissist superpower. So I wanted to do a video on this, just because, and this is something that people have commented on. If a narcissist says something about, say, an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, their past, their previous job, their childhood, their experience growing up, their experience, as in their 20s or something, be suspicious. They are going to give you a version that is going to make them most likely the victim and the hero, and it could be completely different from the reality of what happened. I don't have without a time machine or, a magic 8 ball or something, or a crystal ball, you know, I don't necessarily have a way to check, and I assume that you don't either. But I'm just saying, like, you know, do a gut check. You know, does, you know, what the narcissists say ring true when they talk about their past? Because you know, I think very often that it's completely fabricated. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Thanks.